PSA Awards, Eala Yulo Hottest Contenders. Manila, Philippines. Golden boy Carlos Yulo and tennis darling Alex Eala lead the major contenders vying for the 2025 Athlete of the Year in the coming Philippine Sports Writers Association Awards night. The two young stars dazzled their way in 2025, reaching new heights in their respective fields in the most memorable moments for Philippine sports. After a historic two-gold medal romp in the 2024 Paris Olympics, Yulo, 25, reasserted his niche as among the world's top gymnasts today by copping the gold in vault during the 53rd FIG Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Jakarta, where he also snared a bronze medal in floor exercise. Yulo also ruled the floor exercise of the Artistic Gymnastics Asian Championships in Jecheon, Korea, and bagged 3 bronze medals in the same tournament. Eala, 20, became the first Filipina netter to reach the top 50 in the WTA following her memorable run in the semifinals of the Miami Open in March, to winning a first-ever WTA 125 title in Mexico, and capping 2025 with the country's first tennis gold in the SEA Games after 26 years. Their respective feats gave Philippine sports a new high, putting them in top contention for the coveted Athlete of the Year honor to be handed out by the country's oldest media organization on February 2nd at the Diamond Hotel. Also in contention are golfer Miguel Tabuena, pool player Cheska Centeno, and swimmer Kayla Sanchez. Tabuena topped the biggest golf tournament the country ever hosted, the International Series Philippines, against the likes of Dustin Johnson and Patrick Reed, and won the top prize of $360,000. Centeno crowned herself as the WPA Women's 10-ball world champion last year. In a year when Filipino sporting excellence seemed to break through every limit, 2 names rose above the rest: Alex Eala and Carlos Yulo, weaving their own unique narratives of grit, triumph, and national pride. As the 2025 Philippine Sports Writers Association (PSA) annual awards approaches, the spotlight shines brightest on these 2 phenomenal athletes, each a contender for the coveted Athlete of the Year honor. Their journeys are not simply stories of athletic achievement, they are chapters in an evolving saga of inspiration that ignites the imagination of a nation. Philstar.com+1. The stage, PSA Awards, a night of legends. The Philippine Sports Writers Association Awards has, for decades, stood as the most esteemed celebration of sporting feat in the Philippines. It's an annual ritual where athletes, coaches, and organizations that carried the Philippine flag to dizzying heights are welcomed onto the grand stage. From president citations to lifetime achievement distinctions, this night encapsulates the year's most defining moments in local and global sports arenas. Set to take place on February 2nd at the Diamond Hotel in Manila, it promises not just recognition but a storytelling canvas where triumph, sacrifice, and heart are immortalized. Tiebreaker times. Within that canvas, 2 dynamics, one from tennis courts across the world and another from the gymnastics stage, have emerged as the brightest focal points of excitement. Alex Eala, the tennis prodigy rewriting history. Alex Eala entered the global tennis lexicon not as a quiet participant but as a disruptor, a force that changed expectations and then surpassed them. In 2025, at just 20 years old, Eala reached milestones that Philippine tennis had long dreamt of but rarely touched. A breakthrough season. Eala's ascent was marked by performances that left audiences both stunned and inspired. She became the first Filipina ever to crack the top 50 in the WTA rankings, a feat that alone signaled the arrival of a new chapter in Philippine tennis. Her journey included a breakthrough semifinal run at the Miami Open, where she battled some of the world's top players with poise and flair, a performance that not only broke barriers but sent waves of excitement through Filipino sports fans. Manila Bulletin. But she didn't stop there. Eala continued her momentum by taking home a WTA 125 title in Mexico, proving that her performances were not flashes of brilliance but tangible proof of rising dominance on the global stage. And she capped the year in the most poetic way possible, delivering the Philippines its first gold medal in tennis at the Southeast Asian Games in Thailand in 26 years. It was a moment many had been waiting for, but few could have predicted with such authority. Manila Bulletin. More than numbers. Beyond rankings and medals, what made Eala's year extraordinary was the narrative she built, one of a young woman embodying courage, patience, and belief. Tennis, often seen as an individual sport where pressure can crush a dreamer, became her proving ground. Each point won, each set fought, spoke not only of looser athletic skill but of inner steel. And as she stood there with her racket, breathing through each moment, she carried the dreams of a nation historically distant from the upper echelons of tennis glory. In the field of contenders at the PSA Awards, Eala's candidacy represents not just an athlete with impressive statistics, but a symbol of possibility and emergence. Tiebreaker times. Carlos Yulo, the gymnastics maestro and national treasure. If Eala's story is one of rising tides and breaking new ground, Carlos Yulo's journey is a testament to mastery, resilience, and legacy. The gymnast, widely regarded as the Philippines' golden boy, continued his extraordinary performance arc in 2025, building on a foundation that had already left an indelible mark on history.